Hello everybody, welcome to another Let's Play episode number 151. This guy's complaining because I didn't take the cuts off him before putting him in jail, but that is because he assaulted somebody and he's visibly drunk. For the safety of his own and for others. It's Peter Oktapa. He has his own Let's Play series. He does,
Command is now 1099 and free to use. Suspect lost.
he drives around the tow truck and impounds vehicles. This is a live stream. Something a bit different, but interesting. I forget what his channel name is, though. Jesus Christ. There, I asked him the real question. $116 players online. Oh god, bus bot. Alrighty. Gonna ignore that guy since he's just gonna keep going on and on. Bus spot almost killed that cop, which would have been hilarious. I've been hit by it a few times myself. Bus spot set to be 10 miles an hour under the limit, it looks like. That guy parks really far back. I've almost got the website done for my clan and just have to work on the forums here sometime soon. And then most of it should be done. It's going to be more of like a 50-50 clan, nothing too serious, but nothing not too unserious, if that makes sense. Definitely just doing it for fun. Because that's the point of video games, is to have fun. Last time I checked anyways. Blueberry, ever so quiet but ever so mysterious. Never really know what's going to happen in Blueberry. I mean, like I said, you know it's going to be quiet right now because there's really not any active gangs in it per se. Yeah, so I kind of... Blueberry always used to be the heavy-duty gang town 5-6 years ago. so there's always a huge risk of getting shot. Now that nameplate is switched over to Palomino Creek, where you don't know if you're going to get shot or not. I should say the, I can't think of my areas, the east end of Palomino, or west, wherever the Palomino West Click used to be. I forget what they call themselves now though. Just gonna double check my live stream, make sure it's working, and say hello to all you fine folk. Hello there. Before I started the stream, I ended up shooting at a car because it was getting stolen and he tried to run over a few people. They took off after it, but I was stuck in the middle of processing a suspect, so I didn't exactly get to join in on that one, unfortunately. Otherwise, if I did, I would have started the lunch stream in the middle of the pursuit so you could start off with some action. Oops, driving on the wrong side of the road there. Alrighty, and speaking of Palomino from earlier, time to go pay our visit to Palomino Creek, as we always do a few times every Let's Play episode. Yeah, like I said about my clan there, guys, it'll be a GTA 4 and 5 PC police clan. GTA 4 will be fully stock, and GTA 5 will be using 5 Reborn. If you want to look at the website, it is code3patrol. Or is it? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's code3patrol.weebly.com. And if it's not code3patrol.weebly.com, then it's code3patrolclan.weebly.com. And you can look at the website there. I don't have it entirely done yet, so like I said, it's still a work in progress. And like that will also not interfere with my Let's Plays for Red County Roleplay at all. It's just something a little bit different to do and something a bit of fun. And obviously a little bit prettier with the graphics. I always found it interesting. GTA 5, it looks very pretty on the outside and everything, but all the game mechanics are a little bit worse than GTA 4, I find. And that's probably to consolidate for having a bigger map and whatnot like that, prettier graphics. So I said I always found GTA 4 had overall better game mechanics as far as the shooting, the driving, the character animations when they get shot and stuff like that versus Grand Theft Auto 5. Both are fun, and GTA 5 will always look prettier and have the better map. That's without a question. So it's really a trade-off between the two. But that's also why we're going to do both for the clan. They each provide their own experience and different type of fun. Supposed to go into a run tomorrow, but my knee's been killing me, but I'm still gonna go. Might be ripperoni me time when I do the run. Not a whole lot of people are doing shit today, and that's probably because about 20 players on the server are in the middle of the academy right now for the SASP. Like I said, if I had to rejoin Red County, I would physically not have the time to do the academy. It's too long, too many days, and way out of my time slot for doing it. So I said if I was to join Red County today, you definitely would not see me in SASP. So I'm glad I joined it when I did back in the good old days. Training was very simplistic. It was basically, here's a gun and a badge, we own you, and now go have fun. There wasn't a ton of training to it. You kind of learned on your own, but at the same time, a lot of people had common sense back then still, so it was kind of cool. Different crowd, I guess. A different crowd of people than what sometimes you'd find today. Not saying the people today are bad. I was saying it was a bit of a different type of way that we did it. And Red County wasn't as nearly heavy as an RP server back then as it was now either. So, yeah. What's going on? Let's go do a bit of a speed trap, shall we? I don't know if it'll pick people up back here. Or not. Got the car wash today. It was actually 94 degrees outside yesterday, Fahrenheit, and about 85 today, which is crazy for Nova Scotia this time of year. Mods for FD, I have no idea. I don't really plan on doing them either. The heat waves on this game look so weird, it pretty much just makes like a pixelation. Doesn't even look like heat waves, it's just messed up. But I guess that's what early 2000s technology gets you. Where is everybody? Like, it feels like almost nobody's on the server except in Monty Park right now. This is getting to be a rather boring Let's Play, I'm not gonna lie. Did my Thursday night series race last night, that was extremely fun. See if they need assistance. I'm gonna take this long no answer, or this as a no, considering they never answered me. I'm gonna take a run out to Fort Carson and see if we get anything interesting out there. I'm hoping we do. This has been a like there's 115 people on, but the server seems very lawless right now. Like there's not a whole lot happening. Which, like I said, for this time of day during peak hours, is a little odd. I think all the Academy students took most of the SFPD cruisers that support Explorer in the game right now. Wonder, is anyone even out here? Usually when a cop rolls up, they freak out here because they don't expect it. So you can usually catch a couple traffic violators if there's people out here. And it doesn't look like there is right now. Believe it or not, the server was a lot different back in like 2010 to like 2012. Like the way the players spread themselves out was very different than what we're used to now. Right now, most people just conjure themselves in Montgomery and Palomino Creek. But before, way back then, you had people out in Las Piedras, where else? You had them out in Angel Pine even. There was a gang out there for a while. You had gangs out in Fort Carson. It's definitely a very different type of server back then. And that doesn't mean it's bad now, but a lot of people I find usually just conjure themselves in one area, and that's about it. So right now it's clear the only people out here are cops, so not much point sticking around. I bet about 30. Holy shit, people, see this? 42 of the players online are cops. Probably about 30 of them or more are stuck at the academy right now. So really that means only about 80 people are actually in the server physically playing, if that makes sense. So that's probably why the server feels like it's in quite the lull at the moment, to put it nicely. We were starting to get to the point where we are kind of needing a new academy batch, like where summer's rolling around. Activity kind of slows down a little bit for SP members, but picks up for the server. So I can say that we probably needed an academy batch this time around, but when they did it last time, we definitely didn't. Last time it made it so like 30 players of 80 were cops. I'm hoping it doesn't turn into the same thing this time. Just for some fun numbers. SP, alright, so the server player base in about 2011 held 120. And SP, I think at the time, had maybe 65 people. But the average age, I think, of SP back then was quite a bit lower. So you'd always have 20 people, 20 of those 60 people online most times. Like I said, just very different kind of player base now. Now we have a 119 people in SP and about 10 to 20 online. And a lot of it does have to do with a lot of the members are on average older now than what they used to be. Even just a couple year average age difference can make a huge hit in the player base. And that was one thing that kind of almost led to the demise of the server. Back in 2012 to 2013, a lot of players were going from the ages of 16, 17 to 18, 19, or even 20, which is when your activity kind of drops. Like I know when I played when I was 16, I could come on here and spend 8 hours per day. And now I come on and spend maybe half an hour every few days. So very big difference, and that can kill a player base if the server doesn't have anybody younger to replace them. And it didn't for a long time. And peak hour, the server kind of crashed down to maybe 35 to 45 players per day in 2013 and even 2014. Like a lot of people started asking themselves, will Red County survive? And a lot of people said no. But ironically enough, here we are today with that peak hour looking anywhere between 120 to 150. So, like I said, it was during that time frame that they really had no advertisement. So, Red County kind of got into a big bubble, and that bubble burst. That's what happened. And they weren't ready. They had no advertisement plans out there. Not very many people posting YouTube videos, and it just all kind of went downhill pretty quickly. Like even me, when I first joined again in 2015, I took a year and a half off because I was not satisfied with the server at all. And I came back and I said to myself, I gotta do things differently this time. Like I want to improve the server, so what can I do? So I started Red County's first ever true Let's Play series. And sure enough, here we are 151 episodes later. And thank you to all you guys that have continued the support of that. But I do get the honor of saying I started the first Let's Play series, and I'm still not nearly the most popular Let's Player for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas out there. I'm gonna face it. I've got 1,000 subscribers. Probably a shitload of them are just from racing stuff, and then there's a lot of you are from my live streams. And like I said, I'm just not the most popular person, but me getting that exposure out there early on when the server was peaking at maybe 65, 70 a day did help. And I did have a lot of people that came to me and said, I joined Red County because I've watched your videos, and that's awesome. And I will say this, user 1 in LSPD2 or whatever came in and started playing Red County a bit, and they started doing some live streams. Awesome! More exposure for the server. And they're more popular than me. And sure enough, after they gave the server that exposure, we haven't really dropped down below 100 players on peak hours since then, and that was over a year and a quarter ago or so. So, like I said, it's awesome. The more people that can come in and expose the server, the more popular it's going to be. Like I said, I know my Let's Plays have brought in a few people. Not as many as User 1 and LSPD2, but at the end of the day, it helped. And eventually, with so much exposure for me, User 1, LSPD2, and a few others, the server got popular. And a lot of people came from other servers to try this one. They liked this one, and they stayed here. So that's really what the server needed, was the player base there to replace a lot of the old players that had left. And finally, it had the opportunity to do so with everyone live streaming the server to YouTube. So I'm glad that the server finally came back, because there was even a point where I asked myself, will Red County live? And my answer for a long time was a big fat no. We're gonna go after this guy. He didn't even stop. I keep trying to call myself 9 Charlie. I like how he started trying to follow the road rules. Already, you ask him how he is, and then we'll find out. We'll get his license, and we'll find out why he was speeding. Then I'll decide whether I want to take it up or not. Sometimes I let people go because they were decent at RP. They weren't trying to be annoying. If you try to be annoying with me, you're definitely getting a ticket. Don't even question it. What's he doing? Alright, I'm gonna question him about the mask, because that is kind of suspicious. Oh, yeah. I see how it is. Holy shit. I'm gonna give him a minute and see if he comes back, and if he doesn't, that's a little odd. Based on his previous records, I'm not surprised that he, if he does disconnect here, if he did it on purpose. I'll be back in 1 second. Oh, he's back. Never mind. At least he came back, but he can find his own car. He's probably like, asshole, he drove off without driving me. Alrighty guys, I know this is an extremely boring Let's Play as far as action goes, and for that I apologize, but I cannot control what does and doesn't happen. Had I started the live stream 5 minutes earlier, you would have got to see me tasing, arresting, and then coming out and shooting a car. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. And like I said, if you are interested in patrolling with me on GTA 4 and GTA 5 when I start the clan, the website is code3patrol.weebly.com. So feel free to head out and check it out. Site is a work in progress, so do not hit the apply button yet. But we will be able to do that soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good day.